Bustling financial district here in Canada's largest city. We're coming to you from Toronto. And nothing tips off a...
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. You can tell Butler has a good head on his shoulders, an elite talent in this league because of the hard work he puts in. Well, you can expect both these teams to push the tempo, Steve, and get scores in transition. I'm sure as a player, these are very fun matchups.
They are, because you know you get a chance to put points on the board. And yes, defensive strategy is going out the window. You just have to turn, get back on defense, and just pick up anybody. If you don't communicate, there's going to be a layup or a three, or somebody's dunking on you. Love transition basketball.
Yeah, we can see a lot of gaudy numbers, too, huh? A lot of big individual performances. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got J.J. Redick, Joel Embiid out there with Harris, and there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Simmons in at the one spot. Gasol, a screen on Simmons. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Leonard gets to Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Marc Gasol, usually with the size advantage, very comfortable operating around the rim.
Simmons passes to Embiid. There's a good screen. Redick with the three. Siakam pulls it in.
A blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And Philadelphia has possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Lowry against Simmons. A baseline J, and another basket for Toronto.
A nice make there from Lowry in the mid-range. He can do some damage from there.
And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons.
And he makes that one.
What precision and focus from Simmons, just feeling no one can guard him down on the block.
They set the pick. Gasol kicks to Leonard. Gasol inside. Embiid's there. And the basket by Lowry.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Embiid dishes to Harris. Butler on the wing. Back to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Simmons. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
It's good.
Even with good defense, Gasol is a wrecking ball. He shows no remorse for the rim on these jams.
Simmons against Lowry. Redick set the pick for Simmons. From downtown, and that's good. J.J. Redick for 3.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Gasol, a screen on Simmons. Embiid against Gasol. And the rejection by Embiid. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And Simmons kicks to Butler. Simmons passes to Embiid. It's stolen by Ibaka. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance over Simmons. Got a hand on it.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night here. The 76ers trail by 4. Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Pass to Anunoby from past the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Simmons. No good on that last second attempt there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And a guy who seems to improve every season.
It's crazy because I've never thought that any.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player. And if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Control the boards, and you control the flow of the game.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, you've got Harris. J.J. Redick is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Butler in at the 3. 5 on the clock. Here's Powell, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Solid screen by Serge. Quick enough to get to the spot, strong enough to hold his ground.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Raptors with the lead.
Well, you look at the growth that Jimmy Butler has made on the offensive end over his career. Always adds new tricks to his well-rounded offensive game. It's why he is one of the most improved players in the past.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going in the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
For Toronto, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Raptors. Then for the 76ers, Marjanovic comes in for Embiid, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons. And the improvement Butler shows on offense recently worked on his step-back jumper. Now it's a major tool for him, Steve, to get points from.
You're right. I mean, Butler has worked on his offensive game. I mean, now it's a difficult matchup sometimes with one-on-one defenders. He has a solid jump shot, and we all know he can defend. And now against double teams, he's becoming a willing passer.
Harris misses.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Lin kicks to McCaw. They set the screen. Outside, Lin. Ibaka sets the pick for Lin. Powell for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Powell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Butler kicks to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. A shot by McConnell, no good.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Lin. Gasol setting the pick for Lin. Green kicks to Gasol. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now the 76ers on the break. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play.
Certainly one aspect of Jimmy Butler's game that sets him apart is his impact on the defensive end. Very few players in the league, Steve, can carry an offense like he can and also do as much on the defensive end.
You're totally right. One of our best two-way players in our league. He's so good on the perimeter, being able to slide his feet. He has long arms, and he comes up with a lot of steals. Versatile enough to defend multiple wing positions.
6 to shoot. Leonard inside, defended by Butler. Siakam passes to Lin. Leonard on the wing. Outside Gasol. With 1 on the clock and finished off by Gasol.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. McConnell kicks to Redick. Leonard with the steal.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
Right side, Lin. From down in the low post, it goes.
And Lin is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Redick for 3. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
You're working out.
The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period for the Raptors. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown. Steve, a lot of great guards out there in the NBA. Many of them will drag you down to the block. Which guards would you least like to go up against in the post?
I would say Dwayne Wade, because I've got a chance to play against him in the post. Some of the guys now you look at, Sean Livingston, Devin Booker is a sneak peek for me. They say he's a shooter, but you got to watch him down the low post. DeMar DeRozan can make a living down there. Those are the guys that stand out for me right now, Kevin.
Tough guys, tough players, you're right. Green out there with Lowry, and it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Siakam in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And Gasol gets it to go.
Having a 7-footer like Gasol who can hit the mid-range jump shot is huge. Really opens up the floor for his guys.
Embiid with a screen on Lowry. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Simmons.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots, you are in rhythm.
Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the right iron. The 76ers trail by 7. And Redick kicks to Butler. Scott with a screen on Leonard. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Outside Butler. Pocket 6. Scott the pass to Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 8.
Great play calling, execution, 3 for 3 to start the half.
They set the pick. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Back to Lowry. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. He dishes it to Gasol. Back to Lowry. Gasol a screen. A second chance effort. And Embiid with the block. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
Amir Johnson's checked in for J.J. Redick. Johnson over to help. Ibaka against Embiid. Screen by Ibaka. Now the dish to Powell. Poked loose. It's stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. And that one's good by Butler.
Just a fantastic job running the floor by Jimmy Buckets.
Toronto leading by 3. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. And again, no good by Toronto. 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Butler, no good.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
Out of hand on it. Pass to Embiid. Butler in the corner. Doesn't go either for Butler. Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. It's Powell on the wing. And that one's on target from the wing. Powell's got 9 points.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Raptors. They're up by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Toronto leading by 5. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Simmons is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Harris. Then it's Johnson, and it's Embiid in at the 5. Johnson with the block. Simmons left side. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists here tonight.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
From 13, and it's off the back rim, no good. The 76ers trail by 3. Feeds it to Harris. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. So they take the lead. And the 76ers lead by 1.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Simmons against Lowry. Gasol inside. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10" or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Underarm. Another unleashed chaos moment.
2 shots, gentlemen. Almost impossible not to fall for Lowry's shot fake. The way he sells his shooting motion is just very effective in getting the defense off the ground.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the 76ers. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jimmy Butler.
The perfect guy to have on the line right now.
And Simmons kicks to Redick. Now the pass to Embiid. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
You see why his number's being called dangerous score down the stretch.
And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. Gasol, a screen on Simmons. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And here's Leonard from 3.
Great defense by Harris. He put in the effort to contest that shot. He got the ball in perfect position, went up over the smaller defender, and laid it in for a big bucket.
The 76ers making a switch here. Butler's checked in.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Simmons against Green. Outside, Redick. He kicks it to Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And Embiid drops them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Good looking screen by Gasol. There's the screen. Green dishes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Toronto with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Count it, and the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
The 76ers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. For the 3. Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And Embiid drops them both. Here's Green. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
Philadelphia with the ball. It's stolen by Green. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Green with the ball. And stolen by Redick.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they are hanging on by a thread. They need to make good on every possession. That was huge. You need a bucket? Who do you go to? A guy with a lot of skills and heart. Tobias Harris.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
In And guys, the plan's got to be here to pressure that inbound pass and try to come up with the steal. If that doesn't happen, then immediately foul and put them on the line.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home that advantage.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.